Hey, welcome to Tuesday Night D&D with DM Kalsto, and I have to AFK for some stuff.
Okay.
All right. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. You're going to see a lot of Tuesdays, including on Fridays, for the short term while all these guys, plus our missing friends, get ready for Campaign 2 for Friday, which just finished a 6-year run.
Oh boy.
I know, right? It could have been a lot worse. Certain things could have been better. Only one of
Honestly,
you died.
the fact that 3/4 of the main cast made it out of that alive, really impressive.
Hold on 1 second. I'm being attended.
The halfling is back, going at his ankles. Well,
It's also fitting that the non-main cast had relatively good endings.
yeah, everybody who just kind of like showed up for the final bit and then left.
Dude, Leah had an amazing ending. Baron had a pretty decent ending besides losing his best friend.
He became a major
Patrick had a good
lord.
ending.
Yeah, I'd say Patrick had a pretty good ending. He went
Solomon,
back
you'll get a good ending. I'm gonna get you out of that cube. Don't worry.
I'm gonna kill that avatar.
Oh,
You're not gonna kill that thing.
He's
been
already
noticing-
hinted that you get out somehow because you have descendants somehow, and I don't think you've met anybody.
It's just the thing is we haven't killed it in the right way yet.
Guys, hear me out. What if-
eventually?
What if he has descendants with the avatar?
So you'll need more than 200 years to make that work.
I hate that laugh.
That's beautiful. My little halfling child double zinged me. He ran into my office, said he was scared, and then ran out and was just randomly yelling about anything. And so I walked in there. I was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Oh, I forgot."
Awesome.
Nice.
Like, why?
Find a way
Why?
to get death back.
We'll see. We'll see. We might have to one-shot some of those. All right. But in the meantime, like I said, we'll be doing Tuesdays on Tuesdays and Fridays until everyone's kind of good and ready to go. But might as well get started here. Vel, did you have a recap? I didn't.
I did not.
So just a short recap of kind of what we had done. They had explained the evil tree, so to speak, the session prior. Had explored through it, found some creatures which seemingly were unable to live without the tree actually being alive and being attached to it. Found treasure, made their way back to town. But one night, not accidentally, seemingly followed, but possibly by the large bear druid in the woods, you woke up to find your cart surrounded by these 8 effigies, and your horse had gone missing. Upon finally locating via various methods, that your horse seemingly had been sunken into the ground and buried underneath it. Unfortunately, you did not get to it in time, so it did actually pass away. So Misfit went back to being the main mode of transportation for your cart. Upon arrival to the actual town of Salt Shore, you guys kind of split into some small groups, some of you going shopping, some of you staying at the cart, and some of you going to kind of watch this gathering of people protesting more or less the way this island in most parts is governed without the assistance of the kingdom it's more associated with. Seemingly during this speech, a familiar looking individual to Misfit, one of those puppet assassins that had tried to kill you. Geez, that was a long time ago. That was like right after he met Dustin, I believe, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like it
He got
was
to the
like
East Coast, and then it was like right then.
5. It was like session 5 of Mario's joining.
Mhm. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we got him there, and then we were kind of on the east side. So yeah, jeez, that goes very quickly. But you guys had gone, seeing this thing approaching. Misfit in his bag, feeling something moving, discovering that the puppet hand that he had kept as like a souvenir was also moving again. kind of figuring out what was going on, and seeing that they seem to have actually fixed their attention on a very familiar face, Cassandra, Misfit's missed date opportunity from. Gosh, that was early campaign, right?
That was
Like
also a
level
long time
3.
ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But with Misfit catching on, kind of dove in trying to prevent them from possibly harming her. Unfortunately, not being able to get directly to her with her taking some near fatal blows. However, with your healing abilities and 3 more of the party members joining in, you were able to destroy the puppets, save her, and basically you were left with a small group kind of gathered around her, making sure she was okay after you healed her. And then she kind of immediately drew her attention to you, Misfit, and was Misfit? And that is where we pick up today. Oh, and Vel had a bunch of horrible visions. Horrible visions.
Horrible visions about a guy who's strangling in a tree who may or may not be the main antagonist of the campaign, but we don't know that.
The main
Of course not.
antagonist so far.
Dun,
So far.
dun, dun.
We all know it's that other guy.
There's always other guys, don't
I
worry.
still think it's going to be Ari.
I
He's
never
coming
know.
for those shards.
I wouldn't.
You're back though. We talked to you. You talked to yourself.
No, we
You
talked
don't?
to Sock.
No, we talked.
Timeline is very
Misfit saw Deft. He was in his pajamas.
He gave him a ball to play to find Con with.
Yep, he has the ball. Who knows? Maybe a lot has happened in the time between now and then.
She has 200 years to make sure the timeline is consistent.
Oh, you did get your immortality. Congratulations.
Oh, don't
Mhm.
worry. I have some good ideas about what may happen. And one of them may involve a one-shot, going to the abyss with theirs. But we'll have to see how desperate you get first.
Like Cassandra.
Oh,
Cassandra.
Yep. Your dear dwarven love to be that never happened.
You certainly seem to be saying something right.
She just kind of smiles, kind of goes to sit up, kind of like holds on these many stab wounds in her abdomen. Like,
Please don't look.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to summon my squadron of helpers.
Didn't you already get her with your squadron of helpers?
I
Or did you
think
get someone
I
else?
did actually. I think
You
I
did.
did.
She's good. It just still kind of hurts. Even though you've healed her, she got stabbed several times, and she does not get stabbed on a daily basis like you guys.
Yeah, that's going to be tender for a little while.
Get her out. We got to get her at least away from here. As Serena is looking around through the crowd, seeing if anyone is observing or
The crater in the floor.
Roll a perception check.
basically trying to keep an eye for people who are like watching.
A lot better than an Ari roll would be. I mean, there's a lot of people watching you right now. This is kind of like the main thing happening. So basically, everyone who is kind of attending this meeting, the immediate people with the explosions and the fighting, you have a lot of attention on you, but kind of looking around, you don't see anything that looks similar to kind of what those are, or anything that looks kind of out of place, at least. Also, like nothing on the rooftops that just seems different that you've noticed. Yeah, she kind of like looks down. Love this shirt.
Don't worry about the shirt. You're alive.
How good a quality is that shirt?
I mean, she doesn't have that much money. She's just a commoner.
I can sell it up for you.
Really? I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll take care of that later, I guess.
I can help you out too. We got really good at getting bloodstains out of my suit too.
You don't want to know how long it takes every night.
Misfit
It's-
looks. I don't want to say Misfit looks completely different, but he looks a lot worse than he did when they first met. He's got the face scar, half his horn is missing.
Mm-hmm.
He probably
Oh,
looks a
you're-
bit bulkier.
So
Wait,
I rolled the
That's an
20 on
injury
this.
that happened in campaign?
What?
Your horn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you lose that? I thought that was just something you built on yourself.
No, I
Oh, it
lost. Oh man, that was back when I saved Lou from. It was before you.
Yeah.
We were at the casino, and in the basement there was like this big monster.
Mm.
And as I
Yes.
was saving Lou, I took it as like a battle scar because that was such a close encounter.
Mhm.
Oh, that was so dangerous. And Doran took all the credit.
No, that was all me.
I'm back.
Okay, it was us.
Welcome back.
Look.
ACKs can't help her to her feet.
To help out with the search, Serena is also going to start reading the minds of a bunch of people around watching, looking for, again, anything like disappointment as to the situation, or something along those lines, like their plan or the plan has failed. Basically, she's trying to find thoughts that would be consistent with like a handler.
Sure. What is the distance on this?
Only 30 feet, so it'll be close, but
Okay. So you go to kind of feel roll a D100.
62.
Okay. I'd say you kind of explore because you're kind of centrally in the group of people. You don't kind of get anything that you would necessarily determine as hazardous or anything connected to this. No one seemingly waited to see the outcome of this. And however, there is like one individual who's just kind of sitting there like, horrible. Wait a minute. Kind of looks like that one guy from the poster.
You cut out for me at the beginning of that. I only heard that one guy from the poster.
That's it.
Somebody recognized Misfit for his bounty.
She's gonna kind of like turn and start ushering them off the stage.
They're off the stage. The stage blew up.
There's
Okay, well then wherever we were, she's gonna
Yeah, you're just in the crowd.
keep
You can
ushering
easily
them
get them
away.
up. You're all relatively fairly not like super tall, right? I think Misfit's probably one of the taller of you guys.
I am 5'2", if I remember right. No, 5'6".
Yeah, you're
So
5'6".
Only like 5 foot.
I am 5'3".
Yeah, I'm 6'3", so I'm surrounded by a bunch of
Mary's
shorties.
5'6" as well.
Well,
Hell
you're
yeah,
at least in the card
average.
at the moment too, but Misfit.
High five,
So
there is.
everyone just kind of
Marty's.
hides easily within the crowd, and then you just see like these two little horns poking up through the top. There's a couple of taller people there too, but you are more noticeable than the rest as you guys do kind of just depart or not depart.
There's a giant among us.
Yeah, you guys seemingly slip out of view. People kind of stop looking at you the further you get away from the area you were in. What are you doing?
Once we get into someplace a bit more secure, Serena will turn to them. Okay, so what was all of that?
No
Yeah,
idea.
does that happen a lot to you, Cassandra?
Nope, that would be a first. Well, no, I did get stabbed once, but it was just a drunk patron.
So, what were you doing on the stage?
Oh, I was just speaking at a local gathering, trying to draw support for getting more government assistance and lifting some of the restrictions that put us in this situation.
What restrictions?
Well, you see, even though we're part of the Kingdom of Northern Arcadia, we don't really have the same necessary rights as everyone else. The laws, and she kind of air quotes, apply here, but most of the areas are managed by smaller groups that had owned these lands previously or had fallen into the hands of the families that own them now. There are several actual Arcadian cities, but not everything necessarily that will apply to them applies to us. And so the people that run our cities right now should be coming to our aid, and just motions to basically the two camps that are set up here. But see the position we are in.
It sounds like one of the families then might not be too happy with what you're saying. Or someone is.
I'm sure many people aren't. You see, there are many cities, and you guys always have a map of cars. We've just basically said at this point.
Yes.
So she'll actually no, a bit of history for you. So if you're going through, Tharbad is actually on this map. Tharbad is actually a more relatively new city. It was created rather suddenly at some point in the recent past, maybe within like the 10 to 12-year period of time. That one is definitely under private management. Esmir was under private management, but it is mostly destroyed. Stilben is an Arcadian city at the top right. Varden, surprise, all the way through Varden Hold is privately run as well. Saltshore privately run. Fraister and Rathgar are both actually Arcadian cities as well. Lefia and Florin are all managed by the same family, also private. Lenore, also private, but owned by basically the citizens itself. And then Nathal, Monaco, Draymond are also both independent. And then Heronford is the last Arcadian city from northern Arcadia. Nazrim at the southeastern corner is actually a southern Arcadian city. So it is the one part of the island that is not part of the north. You see, it's a majority of the island, other than a straight line basically through the island itself.
First question is those puppet things mercenaries or plot of a private house?
No idea. I didn't even see anything happen. I just kind of saw something move, and the next thing I know, I had a knife in my gut.
Yeah, we actually ran into those guys back on Florin. I dropped my hand. Dang.
The hand also is probably destroyed with the stage.
I had that thing for so long. I was kind of attached to that.
We'll get you another one, don't worry.
That must be a private mercenary group. Plausible deniability. There's no way a noble house would send their own personal forces for something like this. Not a direct assassination, anyways. And to operate in Florin as well. Which house Which house is bidding for Saltshore? Or who seems to be the most prominent candidate?
Kind of owned by, trying to think. It's a more recent acquisition, but it's a kind of investment group based in Bayside.
Well, it certainly would not put it past Bayside to be hiring mercenaries of that sort.
Yes, they own basically from Saltshore to Dunwallow through Bayside, and I heard that they were even potentially looking at assisting with Esmir, especially now with it points up to the sky at the giant planets out in space, very, very visible. Things have gotten a little bit cheaper, I heard.
I would imagine so.
But yes, money to be made for them, and this for the rest of us. Thank goodness, actually, some of the aid did come out here just out of the goodness of their hearts, but their hands are tied for what they can do and what they can enforce.
I'm a little surprised Saltshore's still standing.
Well, a bit of it at least. Thankfully, that dragon landed to the northern side of town. That would have been horrible if that thing landed in the city.
There was a dragon?
Dragon?
Yeah, I know. Sounds crazy, but there's a crater and everything.
What does dragon look like?
She kind of explains a dragon with these orange and reds and yellows and whitish features. It sounds a lot like Khan.
Do you know where it went?
No, it had crashed. It was fighting with some demon when the invasion happened, and crashed to the north. No one ever saw it again after that. I don't know if it disintegrated or sure what dragons do. I didn't even think there were any.
Mysterious creatures, aren't they?
How far north?
More towards the forest. So like between the Salt Shore city line in the north and the forest you had left. In the fields, not in the forest.
You guys think we should check it out? I know it was a while ago, but you never know.
I mean, we can have a look, but I can't imagine what you'd find there.
We really don't have anything better to do.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but
Cassandra kind of, anywhere that I won't get stabbed again, you have my support.
well,
Yeah,
Oh, are you planning on
75% chance.
Are you planning on staying in Salt Shore for a while?
Kind of passing through eventually, but the camp's gathered here. I figured I could do more good here. But given recent events, I don't know if that'd be the best thing. I was originally planning on going south to Lenore, but circumstance kind of let me stop. It's a very dangerous road these days. Besides, I hear on the northern edge of the Honeywood, there seemingly some sort of strange city been made by a carnival. I hear it's very strange and very unkind things happen to people who pass through there, including their pocketbooks being lightened, among other things, or just plain disappearing.
Oh.
between here and Lenore.
If you look on the Cars map, she'll note it. Small. I don't have stream open. Oops. Can't ask Mabel questions if I don't have stream open. So, where she says this carnival-like city has been made is right at the northern side of the Honeywood. A very familiar forest to Misfit.
I wonder if it's the same carnival we ran into last time there.
The last time you ran into them, they were basically here. And I believe
Could be Hatchet Lads.
also ran into them near Draymond, I recall. I'm not sure, though. It's been a hot second.
There was something dubious about them, so hard to say.
Well, we're actually headed south towards Monaco. We're gonna pass through Lenore if you'd like to tag along with us. It's my hometown, so I'm pretty confident we can get through pretty easy.
Maybe that would be best. And she kind of looks. Her clothes are decently damaged. I'm gonna have to take these off somewhere and have someone help me.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that. Misfit, if you want to go get the cart ready. We
Yes, ma'am.
shouldn't stay here.
Actually,
Mhm.
you know what? I can polymorph. It's fine.
Do you need someone to help you strap in?
Oh, I need a nap, to be honest, but I can polymorph and we can get a little farther away. Then I definitely need a nap.
You can take a nap while I fix up our clothes.
That would work. In that case, if you two can help her out, I'll go make sure that our cart is covered.
You got a tent around here? I didn't actually catch her name.
Sandra.
Yeah, you got a tent where we can take care of this?
No, I'm in a tent with a bunch of people, but my things are in there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good stop.
All right, so you guys
Well,
go to take her to her gather her things.
Yeah,
I would,
of course,
yes.
before we separate, Serena will connect everyone up.
Do you do Cassandra too?
Probably not. Just the party. At least the party
Okay.
members that are here.
So Amelia, me, Misfit, you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, what's the likelihood that they're probably going to be waiting for her and Ooh,
Jim Humbledeck, what was that?
yeah. What's the likelihood of her? There's an ambush in the tent. Do you think?
30, maybe?
30? 30's doable.
An acceptable answer. We proceed.
Yes.
All right. So she goes ahead and will kind of lead you towards the tent where she is. On the way, you do pass what looks like a Northern Arcadian captain, who looks like he's basically in charge of running these 2 aid camps. Kind of waves, goes, "Oh, what happened?"
Constructs.
And will look down at Cassandra. Oh, you got yourself into some trouble now, didn't you, Cass? Yeah,
He said that weird. Don't be weirded out by how he said that?
Seems just like a normal guy.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Very rude of me. Quartermaster Potts.
Well, nice to meet you.
We'll shake anyone's hand who wants to.
No.
I know Serena's gonna avoid this like the plague after the last time she shook someone's hand.
I'll shake his hand.
And
need
we'll
to be
wave at
rude.
those of you who don't shake the hand.
Sorry, I was distracted for a moment. Is this back at the car?
This is at the tent.
Okay, so yeah, Serena's not there. She went back to the car.
Sandra will just kind of look over at the quartermaster and just be like, "Yeah, nope. Things tried to fill me full of holes. So I did. It's finally kind of finished making my journey south. There's less people trying to put holes in me. So I hired, and just kind of looks at the rest of you. I hired me some bodyguards.
I give him like a 2-figure salute.
You can roll an insight check on those of you who are
Just give him a smile and a wave.
Well, I'm sure you're in good hands.
I don't know. If you rolled insight, I feel like I gotta roll this.
Oddly enough, he rolled a 14, you rolled a 15. It's like, oh, we're gonna miss having an extra set of hands around, but okay, it looks over to Amelia.
I'm not trying to be threatening at all.
It's like, this one of your daughters?
Is he talking to me?
He's talking to anyone who is not Amelia.
I mean, one time, yeah.
He just kind of is taken back by the answer. Just kidding. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Well, I'll let you get back to it. If you need anything, just let me know. And we'll kind of go back to camp management.
What are we
What
doing
was
on
that
food?
about?
Yeah.
I'm not that short, am I?
I like do the top of your head to my chest kind of motion. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, let's get your things.
I mean,
Some of you may
for half elf, yes, you are.
look older than others. Just saying.
Yes, I sure do.
All right. So you go to the tent. Are we taking any paranoid precautions here, or are we just allowing her to go
No.
in the tent?
I'm
I
not
mean,
that paranoid.
I will be in the tent with her, but I'm not
Yes.
going. I'm not going to be assuming everyone's trying to stab her, if that's what you're asking. Actually, no. You know what? Yes, I'm going to see if anybody trapped her backpack while she was out.
Sure. Roll an investigation check as you kind of go into the tent. Everything kind of looks in place. You don't notice any strange things or traps on the openings of the bag. Bag kind of just
No,
feels
no
like a bag of stuff.
wires.
Wires.
Yep.
No weights. Nothing nearby. You check like the it's not like a great rug, it's just more like a floor covering made out of really cheap material.
Okay, this is a wild thing I'm gonna do, but she has a water skin in here, right?
I mean there might be like a carafe of water or something that someone drank.
Oh, okay, but she doesn't have like a personal bag of water.
Not specifically that you see.
Then
It might be inside the bag if you want to go through the bag.
Yeah, the thing I was gonna do, I was gonna pop open her water and smell it to see if it smelled like someone poisoned it. That's like the most paranoid thing I would do, though.
She is right there too. It's just she kind of looks like looks safe, right?
When things look safe, that's when they're the most unsafe. Most of the time. Especially after you've been stabbed in public.
You don't have any older sisters, do you? You remind me of someone.
Is she older? No, I have a little sister.
Huh.
And if you met her, that she took a trip she did not tell me about, that's for goddamn sure.
No, much older than you are. You remind me of her. Must be no relation.
Right. Is this all?
Thanks for helping me. And she'll just kind of gather everything up. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Right.
And now the mysterious ticking noise happens.
Seemingly no issues. All right, so you guys begin heading back to the cart. Do we have anyone who can pick on in chat to roll a D100 just to keep these guys on their toes?
Anybody out there who wants to roll, please do so.
Otherwise, I'm going to make Kate pick someone.
I'm crawling in the cart next to Marius and going to sleep.
Serena's gonna have an invisibility cloak for the cart at the ready.
Here's a 75 from Jones here.
Excellent. I will say on your way back, people kind of see you. This little kid kind of runs up to you. Excuse me.
Yes.
You're the ones that helped the lady on the stage, right?
Yes.
Help me find my mom. She's been missing for a couple of weeks. He pulls up this really bad picture. It's kind of damaged.
Do we recognize the picture?
I mean, no, not immediately. He's just asking for help.
Look at Val and Cassandra.
I'm like, oh, sure your mother is okay, but and she kind of looks back at you guys.
Missing for weeks. Where did I see her?
She was just about town and disappeared.
Hmm. Did she like to go north a lot?
Not specifically.
No. Have you?
At
Have
this
you?
point, another man comes up. Please, no. I have money. I can pay. I need your help too.
Well,
My daughter.
insight. Are these scams?
No, like these are people flat out panicked,
Okay.
like looking desperately for help to find these family members. And actually, the longer you stay here, more and more people start recognizing you and start coming up to you. I kind of looks back at all of you like, yep, let's use this for rush.
Sorry, we're already being paid and on a job. We can't focus our attention elsewhere. If you have any further complaints, maybe try contacting a guild for your problems.
Oh, roll a d100.
Oh, so mean.
Who has-
Why are you so mean?
So you literally say that. You guys can almost feel like, because Sandra's muscles just tense up as well. One of the things they're basically complaining about too is how they outsource all these problems to these guilds to solve instead of actually dealing with anything, and how they're basically just all in it for the money and don't really care. As you kind of sitting there, you get hit in the back of the shoulder with like a rock, and people just kind of like start chucking sticks, and unfortunately not a lot of fruit and produce nearby or anything is like convenient, so people are just kind of saying some nasty things back at you. A couple of things in there. One shoe.
Well, if you need help, I don't see what the problem is.
It's better we probably just come on and kind of work. She is very, very strong, so she kind of just like goes towards her friend and starts separating the crowd.
They were expecting the two of us to do all of that, huh?
More or less your group. Word travels fast in small towns. There's two camps. You could literally tell everybody in about 30 minutes.
Yo.
We're busy.
But yeah, you guys do make your way back to the cart scene without too many people following. You get a couple of looks and a couple of people follow, but never really quite catch up.
I'm just gonna add 11 bludgeoning to me.
I just need you to know, if this gets back to me, you are dead. Like,
Sure.
actually.
All right.
I mean, she said out loud what I did, what I was thinking on the inside.
All right, so you guys make it back to the cart without issue.
What do you mean without issue?
Oh.
Relatively speaking.
Compared to other things, it's really not that bad. That one you kind of brought on yourselves.
Yeah, on purpose, kind of.
So yeah, so you guys make yourself, or make your way back to the cart.
Once we get back, she'll throw the invisibility cloak over the cart.
I don't think that's gonna fit over it.
How big is
it? Did last time. She's already done it once.
Are you doing an illusion?
Yeah, major image.
Okay. Invisibility cloak is an actual item.
No, her illusionary.
It does take her physical effort to kind of keep it with you guys, but she does have the ability to make at least an area enough to kind of cover you for the most part.
Unfortunately, I can't fold it up and just like hold on to it while we go when it's not in use.
So eventually, someday you'll get more slots. Is that one of the ones you can do with sorcery points or no? Or your random
No,
shenanigans?
it's an actual spell she has. It's not one. It's not one of her psionics.
All right. So
Good
you
rule of thumb
guys.
for her. A lot of her mental manipulation and like compulsion based spells are probably psionic, and her illusions tend to be more actual magic.
Oh, yeah. Got that one. So you guys make it back to the cart. What do you guys do?
Once we climb in, all right.
Have a few more minutes to kill.
Yes, he's going to need some time to recover before he can.
This is a very cozy cart.
Thank you. We try.
We'll look at some of like the plant work Misfits done on the inside.
Probably a bunch of cute little flowers and all the cracks of the wood. Got my feet sticking out the end.
So what next?
Well, now we
Wait for him to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
He'll hit his head on the door frame. He'll hit his head. Don't worry. That's usually how you know when he's up.
Seriously strong neck.
Well, what do you expect from a bear?
She just kind of laughs.
How have things been going for you since we last saw you in Bayside?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh,
Oh,
it's almost 20. I'll take a 16.
nothing too horrible. Just a bit of traveling. A lot going on these days.
You certainly managed to anger someone.
You know, change of scenery probably won't be too bad. As long as we can make it past the creepy carnival, I will be happy.
I'm confident we'll get past that one way or another. If things do break out into a fight, just keep your head down in here, alright?
Fighting would probably not be the best. Can't we like just go around the long way?
Oh,
I want
sure.
to fight some clowns.
I didn't say we were going to try and pick a fight, but just be ready for that.
Got a pretty good left hook.
I have no doubts.
Well, I mean, if you fight the clowns again, you're probably going to get stabbed.
At this point, too, she will give you the shirt and everything that's kind of damaged and just sit there. Not shy at all.
Awesome. I'm consistent.
Do you need a hand with that?
No?
No?
All right, so you're going to do this with your tools?
Tools, and I do have mending if needed.
Okay. I'd say between the two, it's fairly easy to do. It's not a complex material. So in the time you have, probably 5 to 10 minutes before the nappers wake up, you go ahead, repair, just kind of looks at you. Hey, not bad.
Helps being a tanner's daughter. And I'll toss her the shirt back.
Actually, know what my dad did? My mom washed clothes.
You don't know what your father did?
And no, I don't remember him as much.
Just out of the house a lot, or
No, he I think left when I was younger. I'm not sure. I have a feeling he died, but I just don't know. My mom never really gave me a straight answer.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I think he was an older man. I think that's why she tried to hide it a little bit.
She's a dwarf, right?
She is a dwarf.
don't suppose you remember his name at all.
It turned out okay. I wouldn't say it's the most glamorous career, but with recent changes, I find myself embracing traveling. I gave up my position at the casino. I made my way south. Couldn't quite take it anymore.
Given all that's happened at the casino, I certainly don't blame you.
City's just going a bit more south than I would care for.
What's been happening at their side?
Nothing, just lots of crime.
I see.
Mostly
guys
of the
hear-
organized variety.
You hear a thud as I roll out of the cart.
Yes. Rising Sun, Sleeping Beauty.
She just kind of laughs.
Oh, hey guys, you good to go?
Yep.
She's gonna look at you guys at this point. I don't mean to, on the intent of sounding ungrateful, but she looks at your cart. Do you have any horses?
I point at Misfit.
Yeah, our last horse got put underground by
Buried
a big
alive.
angry man. That was yesterday.
No, that was today.
That was today.
Put it simply, there was a tree wreaking havoc north of here. That's probably where a lot of people went and died. The tree is no longer a problem, and the one that was taking care of it has left.
Killed the tree?
Mm-hmm.
That was awful nice of you to do.
Nice. I mean,
It
We
had to
like
be
that.
done. Nothing more, nothing less.
Though, roll, there's something bothering you. Roll a wisdom or an intelligence check, your choice.
oh, okay. 11.
You just hear the sound of coin in your head, like, wait a minute, we didn't get paid yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is there anyone you want to say bye to before we go?
Yeah, I have a stop I need to make.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to Quartermaster Potts.
Mhm.
Oh, can I have the paperwork for that job that we were supposed to do here, Misfit?
I narrow my eyes. Are
We
you
didn't
paper worthy?
I'm only as worthy as you think I am.
Yeah, okay. I hand it over.
All right,
It explodes.
Sweet.
Just kidding.
Explodes.
You hellish rebuke me.
Fireball. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just go to. Does it
It was-
say Quartermaster Potts issued that or something?
It does not say Quartermaster Potts issued it. And you look on the information, and it looks like you're supposed to go to the office of an Elder Payne with a Y, not an I.
Sandra, is Elder Payne still alive?
I believe so, yes. He's more or less what you would say is the elected representative. He's not the leader of the town, but he's our representative. So obviously, he ends up doing a lot of the work that doesn't cost much money.
Is he easy to find?
Yeah, no, he has an office kind of in the center of town.
All right, cool. I'll be back. And I'll go to Payne's office, I guess, unless anyone wants to tag along.
I can come along if you want some company.
Sure.
I probably shouldn't show my face around town, so I'll let you guys handle this.
You just hear Cassandra laugh. She's like, "Not splitting the group, I see. Rookie moves."
Oh yeah, I got a bounty for some reason. I'm not really sure about that.
I'm just kidding. That's just something my dad used to say when I was little.
Mm.
Oh, your dad sounds like an adventurer.
These people love to split the party all the time.
Speaking of misfits, I'm pretty sure some of the people in the crowd were starting to recognize you. So
Well,
You better
actually,
get out of here.
Bell, roll
Yeah.
a D100 for something I didn't think about until just this moment.
Oh, the fact that we're not allowed to do guild activities.
Okay.
Oh wait, we are suspended. You're right.
Bell,
Uh-huh.
please join me in the AFK channel for a moment if you don't mind.
Oh no.
Bye.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Got called to the principal's office.
Yo.
she's in so much trouble.
I have a feeling we're not getting paid for this job.
Yep. We were suspended.
I can't believe you guys are so mean to poor innocent civilians asking for help.
I mean, I could easily fix their problems.
I'm sending you back to Guild HQ. If there was still one, I would do that.
I mean, there's a few. We can make sure no one else has a problem.
Oh,
No? You don't
Are
want to
you
help
gonna-
them?
are you gonna drop more axes on people? Is that what you mean?
I wasn't going to drop it.
Throw it, chuck it, huck it.
I mean, if there's no more people, there's no more
No.
people with problems.
Bad. Have I taught you nothing about the whimsy of the world and its value?
Mm.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Do we
So
miss anything?
Icon made a deal. No, just kidding.
Nice.
Uh,
Miss anything?
Mm-mm.
Hey, Cassandra.
Hmm?
I noticed that you have like a necklace in your bag. Do you know where that came from?
No, it's just I think my mom got it somewhere for cheap. I just keep it for good luck.
That's not cheap. That's an heirloom at the very least. It's the mark of the Fire Brights.
Oh, is it?
I love how she existed before Baron, and we just kind of like twisted some wires in there. Excellent. Very
Yeah,
good.
not those are.
You think it's worth a lot?
I mean, and I'll pull out my own. I think if you start selling that thing around, you're gonna get some weird eyes. They're not handed out easy among the craftsmen.
I don't know. Coin might do me a lot better recently. It's gonna take some good coin to get to somewhere safe, I hear.
Well, it could be the only memory you have of your father, but if you're willing to part with it, that's on you.
I don't think it was my father's. Honestly, I don't remember my mom having it until much later.
You don't think your mom ever kept secrets?
No, I didn't ask.
Exactly. So how do you know she didn't have it the whole time?
No. I mean, I guess I can hold it for now, but if I get in a pinch,
Yeah.
I'm pawning this thing.
You could probably use it as a status symbol, at least.
Oh. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Just smell this one? It just smells weird.
Okay, I'll smell it.
What does it smell like?
It smells like stale beer. So, like, if you had spilled a beer on this, that is the smell it always has.
Did we pick up some books with the name Firebright on them?
Yeah.
Come to think of it, I believe so.
Oh yeah, and he's on the cover of one of those.
Want to take a look?
Is her hair orange?
No, her hair is black.
Okay.
This is Cassandra.
Oh, I mean, red hair is a recessive gene.
Hair looks green.
That's
the lighting from the bar. She does have plants, though. Yeah, but that's essentially what she looks like.
I think just some of her hair is dyed green.
Oh, those are from my younger years.
Yeah, redhead dwarf with also images of a redhead tiefling.
My dad had gray hair.
Demon.
That's all I really remember. He was funny though.
Thought he was an older man. Elderly folk tend to grow gray hair. Who knows?
Mhm. No, that's really all I remember. He did have a bunch of weird friends. I don't remember all their names. The only one that always kind of stuck in my brain was what was that little thing's name? Rusty?
Rusty.
Kind of shrugs.
Some sort of small. I don't know. He was some sort of contraption, steam based,
Um,
but he could talk.
I mean, I was a Firebright Guild member. Did they have automatons?
Never. No. Automatons are basically unknown. The only automatons in recent time
Are
here. There's one of those godlike soul items was placed in that is currently guarding something very, very special, which is probably more advanced and complex. From what she's explaining, is some sort of just very basic dwarven steam contraption, almost kind of like what you guys saw in the Curzon Mines in a more basic fashion, so to speak.
okay.
But yeah, it was really funny. He used to play with me. I think it was my dad's best friend.
Hmm.
Yeah. One day they left and never came back.
Actually, hey, boss. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Mm.
didn't we get disbanded? Do you think we can even claim this anymore? What's the reward tag?
Trying to remember on this one. I think this one I think was worth a bit more. I want to say Barden we didn't even get a cash in on. Dunwallow got stolen by Zoop. I want to say that this one was like 15 or 2,000.
Oh, that's worth checking at least.
I have them listed, but I don't have the prices listed next to them. Hold on. I shall check the one now.
If needed, we can make a quick escape.
I don't know. I think accepting the reward for this one doesn't really sit right with me, but it's up to you guys.
I'm gonna look at the bags full of coin that we pilfered from the tree. Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, Cassandra will also ask you at this point. If you guys killed the tree, did you find the missing people?
Yep.
If they
Yeah.
were by the tree, they are very dead.
Hundreds.
She just looks really sad all of a sudden.
It wasn't a very nice sight, but it's done now.
You do notice she starts to cry a little bit. Roll an insight check for any of you, those of you who would like to. Just through bits of conversation, hearing that she kind of came in this direction, ended up kind of staying here longer than intended. Gather the feeling there might have been a reason that she stayed here for so long. She likely did not travel south alone.
Who was with you?
Oh, just some friends that left the casino at the same time as me.
And you're certain that they got grabbed by the tree?
I'm pretty confident, yeah.
How many?
At least they're at peace now. 2 of them.
Do you know what they look like?
One was a half orc.
Any more details than half orc?
AFK.
Bald. Very stern kind of facade on the outside, but very mushy inside.
I know the feeling.
And the other was a female tabaxi. Used to be a maid at the resort.
Serena's going to think back, and just kind of based on the description she gives, if she recalls seeing any bodies that resembled them.
I would say. Well, you don't have a great time frame of how long she's been here. You didn't see any tabaxi corpses. That would stand out a lot, and you didn't see anything specifically there. You didn't really see anything look like a half orc either. However, you kind of walk your steps back to remembering there's that big just pit of bone that was like just condensed down that had been being digested. So it's hard to really say, but you can actively say you didn't see anything, when you were exploring where the actual bodies were.
Do you know how long ago they went missing?
Be 2 or 3 weeks. Been a little hectic here.
I don't know if they're still alive or not, but you can take some solace in that. We didn't see any bodies that looked like theirs.
Maybe.
There was one person who did get away, so it's possible they're still alive.
Really?
She nods and will give it
Do
a
you know
description.
who? Maybe I can ask them the question.
Did we get their name?
You didn't get their name, you just know what she looks like.
Should give kind of a
This
description.
this human lady. I turned her into a chicken. She's not a chicken anymore.
Doesn't ring any bells, but going off the description, I think I know who you're talking about. But she died yesterday.
From what?
It's been a long night. She came back to town saying something about people she was traveling with. We thought it was just another occurrence. Then maybe a couple hours later, she just dropped to the floor dead.
She was being dragged into the woods when we found her. We got her out of there. I thought she'd be okay, but I'm sorry to hear that.
Just sorry, when she came in, she used to help with the cause.
The comms?
Yeah.
I kind of give her the look of what are you talking about?
We're just looking for protections under the Arcadian Kingdom in a abolishment of this privately owned system. We need help, and these people aren't giving it to us. We're tired of being taken advantage of.
Serena just kind of nods.
They're not all bad, but as you can see, we deserve better.
Yes, something is certainly going on here.
That kind of explains what you got hit in the back of the head.
Boy, it would take a while, but I could maybe do something for the town.
You
I feel
got hit
bad
in
leaving
the
it like
back.
this.
You got hit in the back of the head?
Yeah, a bunch of people kept coming up asking us for help, but we're already busy and we can't help everyone. And so
Yeah.
they said, why don't you go get help from a guild? And then I got hit in the back of the head.
Phil, you know it's our job to help people, right?
When they issue a station job to our guild, yes, it is our job to help them.
Phil, we're not a guild anymore.
So then why are we doing these jobs then?
I shouldn't have to explain to you why you should care about other people.
I do, but not every stranger I can help.
Who asked you for help? We're going back out.
Oh, there were about 20 of them. They were all
Cassandra?
asking about missing people.
The entire town was asking about the people who are disappearing.
Sandra's gonna put her arm on her hand on Misfit's forearm.
You didn't tell them that we found bodies at least? You didn't tell them where?
No.
Nope.
Why not?
Those woods are still dangerous, and if they start wandering in there, who's to say we won't end up making more of them?
They're not dangerous anymore. The woods were happy. They were content. The bear is gone. The tree is gone. At the very least, they can go find their loved ones. The very least.
And
you
if
really
it's
want
not
them
safe,
to see that?
Yes, the only thing they're going to find there is a mass grave and the bodies of the tormented.
I would
It's
want
not
to
up
see
to
my
me
loved
if
ones
we
like that.
if we think that it's not up to us, okay? If they want to find their people, then that's not up to us.
Well, then it sounds like you should go and talk to this. What was his name? Pike?
Are you asking about the quartermaster or just random people?
No, the guy with the office.
That was Elder Payne.
Payne, yeah.
With a Y, not an I.
I'll go tell them. They should at least know the tree is down.
yeah. So we'll go get paid then.
Nope.
Yep.
We did get paid. And I point and I gesture to the stuff that we looted.
We're not accepting any more of their coin. Come on.
Bash is turning over in his grave somewhere. So you're aware.
Cass, I'm so sorry about this. We'll be heading out in just a little bit here.
Oh, no. I don't want to get in the middle of group business. She just kind of looks at all of you. It's nice to have friends. I know it can be hard sometimes. I'm just gonna, and she kind of goes to sit out front with Marius where it's nice and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm going with you.
All right.
I don't think I would help.
Come with.
Okay.
You too, Amy.
Shouldn't at least some of us stay behind to protect the cart and, the people here?
And what am I supposed to do?
You're coming with.
Where are you going?
We're gonna go tell the town's Payne. What was his name? Payne guy.
Payne.
That the tree is down and they don't have to worry about it anymore. You watch the cart. We'll be right back.
Okie doke.
Are you leaving Cassandra there too?
Coming.
That's up to them.
Well, Bram's going to go anyway if they know it or not. So.
Do you leave Cassandra with Marius.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be guarding Cassandra.
All right, so half of you stay, half of you go.
And before Serena comes out of the cloak, she'll change her face, and she's going to shadow behind, kind of basically keep an eye to see if anyone is tailing us.
Sure. It's still kind of like mid to late afternoon, so it's not really too difficult by the time all the other things are done. Yeah, you guys kind of make your way through. Don't see anything specifically under concern. You make your way into the central part of town where you still see there is like half the town is almost completely just unusable at this point. There's even some stretches where like there's a separated part of like destroyed buildings, and then there's like a wedge that's okay, and then there's a smaller grouping that seems like it did not get damaged. So you go to the offices where Elder Payne kind of resides. It's like a group of people just kind of gathered outside, like yelling, and more people looking for assistance in getting their loved ones back. They kind of see you guys. Oh, please, please, please. And the crowd starts moving over towards you. What do you do?
Hi, I'm so sorry about my team. We're just gonna have a word with Elder Payne really quick.
We need your help. We need your help. Please. And you just hear like people shouting out names. My Lord, no. You guys continue forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They keep chanting, like try to get help. You hear people like wailing and crying in the background, but you do make your way to the front door, and you see there's like just like 2 city guards. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of city guards even here anymore, but there are 2 at the door. Like,
Mentally to Misfit as he's walking up. Accept the money. We can send it as a donation to help as many of these people as possible. Get them more food. By the sounds of it, the office is not exactly helping them much, so we may as well put that money to good use if we're not going to take it.
the 2 guards look at you.
If they even give us any.
We're not taking any more complaints today. You'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Not here to complain. We have a report.
Yeah, in regards to what?
We took care of your undead problem up north in the tree.
They kind of look at each other for a moment, look back at you. Yeah, kind of open the door. Wait inside.
Thank you.
You go inside. They kind of shut the door behind you. There's a woman like sitting at behind like a very large desk, almost like a teller window type desk. Oh, hello.
Hi, is Mr. Payne in?
May I ask who is asking?
Oh, my name is I look back at Serena.
Serena is... Well, she was shadowing behind, so I assume she's probably outside. If you mentally ask her, she'll say, Adams. If you're looking for a pet name.
My name is Adam.
You're making this kind of complicated, aren't you, boss?
We did a quest in the area. We're just here to check in.
Adam, and which contract would that be?
I show her my paperwork. Very proudly.
I'm so glad I didn't go with you guys.
Let me I'll be right back. Let me see if he's available. And she mind if I borrow this? Bring right back.
I will reluctantly part with not my whole folder, just those specific papers.
Thank you, Adam. And she'll kind of leave off into the room. Hold on 1 second. My large baby of a dog is crying about something. 1 second.
Boss, isn't her name on that? You didn't need to give
Oh,
her a
I don't
fake
know.
name. You could have just said we were from. Okay.
She asked me what my name was. What am I not going to give her a name?
Yeah, you say we are here from this group, and that kind of works. People let you get away with that. And then you never have to give them a name.
But I want people to know my name.
Why?
I've never really internalized that before. Give me about 8 hours to think about that, and I'll have an answer for you.
Oh, all right. But you see how I was overwhelmed by the situation a little bit now.
Overwhelmed, sure. What are you, a
Yeah.
baby?
Yes, I would like to. Yeah, I'm a baby. That's what.
Okay. Belle, time to put our big boy pants on.
And
We gotta give these people some closure. That's what we're here for.
okay.
If we can't help them get their family members back, then we gotta do what we can do. And this is what we can do.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome, eh?
My lab is a big baby. He likes to sleep in his crate, but they forgot to close his door. And so he was wandering. He was sitting outside my office crying because he only feels like good to sleep if it's locked, and he's sitting there and he can't open it.
He wanted his door closed. That's so sweet.
Yeah. So now he feels happy. I was like, what is he crying about? Like, he was literally laying up on the bed. Like, he was all by himself in the dark. Makes sense. Okay. At this point, she comes back downstairs. Yes, Elder Payne will see you now. Here's your. She hands you back the paperwork.
I take it back.
He motions you to the stairs.
Okay.
As you head up, you go into. Doesn't look like it was originally kind of designed to be his office, but it has been turned into one. He kind of welcomes you in. There's many of you. Yes, which one of you is? And he looks down at his desk. Adam.
I think it's just the two of us. So it's
just the two of us. Yeah.
It's Misfit and Vel.
Because Serena's outside. Okay. So
she's basically kind of hanging out in the crowd, like watching the door, keeping an eye on the guards, and making sure no one is sneaking in.
Roll a perception check just while you hang out in the front. Excellent.
It's
so you get.
Yep.
All right. So you keep post out up front in your disguise and keep an eye out. Kind of look you. So come for that tree, right?
Yeah, we just wanted to let you guys know that we took care of that. Maybe give your people some closure.
That's excellent news. Any word of the missing people?
Yes, we found quite a number of bodies up there as well.
How many?
Well, in the hundreds.
You just see like the color drain from his face.
Oh. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Welcome. It's unfortunate. There'll be a lot of disappointed people.
Do you have a map on hand?
Yes, I do. He'll kind of
Uh,
lay out a smaller scale map.
Just for being a ranger, can I kind of like trace the path back to where the tree and the mass grave were?
It's not like a detailed map of the forest as
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Like
but
it's
just
like here's the
generic.
forest. Roll a survival check.
Can I
This was-
give
you guys had a
advantage?
I will say not for this one specifically, because if you guys remember, you got really tripped up going into the forest and got all lost. But you can make your best approximation based on kind of exiting, going back in. So it's a rough sketch of where everything should be.
I will say, as an Outlander, I do get the Wanderer feature, so I have an excellent memory of maps and geography.
I mean, you'd
That
have to
helps
roll
out.
really, really high to get much more of a different impact.
Okay.
But yeah, so you kind of can mark where things would be. And it's safe, yes?
Yeah, there was a druid in the area that was eating a lot of the bodies as well, but I think he is moved on. We weren't able to track him down, but
I
he's out of the area at least.
I wouldn't send civilians in first at the very least.
He kind of looks around. Fortunately, volunteers and civilians are pretty much most of what we have left.
Well then, boss says it's safe enough.
The Arcadian guards are not allowed to really interfere. All they can really do is provide aid and shelter. And protect the camps, of course. Thank you for this. So, how long have you both been with Tipsy Fox?
I start like just going through my hand. 17 years?
Less than a year for me.
Oh.
But not really under them anymore.
See. It's funny. I haven't seen too many people around, but oddly enough, we had another one of you here 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah?
What are the odds?
Do you remember their name, who they were?
Remember the name. Large fellow, very rotund, kind of stinky. Talks to himself a lot. What was that you said?
His name wasn't Ward, was it?
No, yes, that was, yes. Now that I come to think of it, I always thought it was kind of ironic.
Do you know what way he headed out? Did he go south?
He was heading south, yeah.
Oh. Well. What a coincidence.
I want to say he was heading to Lenore to drop something off. And some sort of business was taking him, I want to say Monaco? I believe it was Monaco. Yes, Monaco, that's right.
Well, is there anything else we can do for you guys while we're here?
Don't suppose you want to tell a crowd full of people that their loved ones are dead and not coming back, do you?
If you want me to, I will.
It's quite fine. I can give them this update. Besides, if they know you feel, yeah, no, it's probably best this way. Let me go get your gold.
Oh, Is there any way we could just kind of put that back into the town? I don't think I'm comfortable taking it.
It's really up to you to distribute. By contractually obligated to give the gold to you, and I'm not about to break a wizard's contract.
All right, we will accept the gold and then donate 2,000 gold back to you as an effort for restoration. How's that sound?
Sure. A lot of paperwork.
I'm so good at paperwork.
You know what? It's fine. It's very generous of you. We'll go. Takes him like 5 minutes. He comes back with a small chest. All right. Yeah, we'll expose it, lift it open. It is 2,000 gold.
All right, Misfit, now you take that
Take it.
and now give it back.
On behalf of Tipsy Fox, we would like to make this generous donation to your fine city.
Serena,
Yes.
as this is going on, you notice a couple people are like walking in different directions, and all of a sudden they all start kind of walking towards the office. You probably wouldn't be able to see it. But yeah, they look like they're kind of all heading towards the building that they are currently in right now.
I have company coming. How many people does it look like?
You see 3 right now, but you see a couple people off in the distance, like another 2 or 3 that might be moving at the same pace in the same direction.
We'll go ahead and do a little bit of a confirmation. She's going to start reading some minds.
Ooh, roll a d100.
1.
So you're very
Wow.
fortunate that the Arcanum people that can read minds as well are also not here. You very much quickly pick up these are all Arcanum agents. You gather, based on picking up their knowledge, they knew there was a high possibility that you would head this way and collect on that, and they've been watching this office. You also pick up that more or less they kind of threatened him. They didn't threaten him, but basically they kind of put him in the situation where he didn't really have much to say. So he's not actively setting you up in a trap. He didn't like know you were coming and setting you up. But he was not allowed to say anything to let you know that they were looking for you. So it is a total of like 5 to 6 Arcanum people heading in that direction, possibly more.
We have at least 5 to 6 Arcanum people on their way at that now.
Oh, would you look at the time? I checked my wrist. We should
Drop
really
the-
be heading out.
Do you have a window we could use?
Do you have a window we can jump out of?
He kind of looks at you. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, I'll do that. I said it first. 14.
Just looks at you very strangely. I don't know if they opened that much. There's a stairwell to the roof over there, though.
Oh, splendid.
Because
Thank
look
you
it.
so much.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, Mr. Payne.
Roll
good luck with your city.
acrobatics. Roll acrobatics or athletics checks as you guys beeline it to make your escape out of here without running into the Arcanum guards. You just play like the Benny Hill music and you watch these 2 running up the stairs trying to get the hell out of here with this chest of gold.
No, we
you
left
left
the
it.
gold.
You left the gold. Yeah,
We dropped that on the floor.
Okay, so you do that. You just see him. So when they go, whoever goes to find him will just see him picking up money. All right, let's see. He looks pretty good right now. I don't know if I can match that. Pretty good, but not good enough as you kind of see them run into the building. You guys make it up to the rooftop. Serena probably doesn't see you immediately, but what do you guys do? It's open air.
I'm gonna polymorph Vel into a sparrow, and I also turn into a sparrow.
Okay.
Sweet.
So what happens is you guys run up, kind of look at each other. two of these Arcanum people run up after they kind of go through the office. They run up, and as they open up the door and look, these two birds just fly off the roof, as normal as would be. None the wiser.
Rena is going to go ahead and make her way out of the crowd and disappear.
Very easy to do. That was a very well-timed one on that 100.
Yes, yes, it will.
Thanks, Serena.
You are welcome.
All right. So
We can
you
look at
guys flip them. You fly back to the cart. You head back as well, I'm assuming, Serena?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys make it back without issue. The cloak is stationary, so it would still be in place. So you remember where it was and kind of go inside, and you are back at the cart.
We should probably not stick around.
Oh, did it go poorly?
She
Oh,
looks
no, it
over
went
at
great.
Tweet.
Sweet, sweet. Once you get in the cart, you are no longer a bird.
Oh, okay. Really, you're
Unless
not
you
going
want
to
to
keep
be.
you like that?
Unless you want to be. I mean, you can
You're
be a
not
bird
gonna,
if you want to be a bird.
you're mad at me. Are you not going to keep me as a bird as punishment?
I'm not that mad at you.
Are you sure you're not that mad
You're
at
still
me?
my little buddy.
I think you should roll how mad you are at me.
Oh, no.
I'm not mad at you.
Is this
matter
ever that
at
mad?
me.
Misfit is upset with you, but he is not spiteful.
You're lucky Misfit doesn't know about what you did in the field with that mouse.
Right, you're my little buddy still. You're still my little buddy. I'm feeling more about her, you guys. Are you guys feeling more about her?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just adjust for that. I don't think I've hooked you up to that one.
No,
What's
let's
your
get more
size?
faster.
Are you a medium, a small, a large,
Large.
an extra large?
Large.
Large. Okay.
Skinny around the legs.
Skinny around. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Very different from the bear.
Longer.
There, and from a horse.
And from a horse, yes.
Is the harness going to be good for that?
I mean, it's an animal. It should be.
Done it before.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
So,
No, you're a wolf.
do you guys just not own horses? I mean, this is just kind of a funny way to get around. I'm not judging.
We tend to go through horses, unfortunately, quickly.
Our line of
It's
work
really
is
a bad
strategy,
habit.
and sometimes people decide to go for the animals instead of attacking us.
Why don't you save the animals?
It's kind of
We
hard to
do
save them
that.
from a heart attack.
One of your horses had a heart attack?
Two of
Two
our
of
horses
them.
turned into skeletons.
What?
What? They didn't
It's-
turn
no.
into.
You turned them into skeletons.
What?
Didn't we have skeleton horses at one point?
As I said,
Douglas made those.
Oh.
Out of your horses, more.
Oh.
as I
So we
said,
did have skeleton horses.
we have
You know,
a
it's
dangerous
easier this
man.
way. We don't have to pay any horses if we don't have any horses.
Their service was
Well,
not
as
yet
much
completed.
as I love arguing about this, it's ready. Go ahead and shift.
I shift.
All right. So you guys are going to go ahead and depart?
How does Cassandra react? Because she's been nagging us about these horses for a while.
Oddly enough, this is not the strangest thing she's run into. But
Okay.
you gather she does draw some comfort between the finalization, you guys giving that basically you're assuming most everyone who disappeared was dead, giving her some closure, but then also giving her a possible hope of actually getting south and away from here.
Okay.
Samira will also kind of close her eyes and focus on trying to keep the cloak on the cart for as long as possible until we're out of here.
It's just a dust cloud peeling out of town.
Yeah, technically, yes. You're right. There's just this dust cloud. Huh. It's a weird cloud.
The storm's
Wind-
coming up. It's
Wouldn't be
sandstorm
weird,
season.
you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll say you make it a safe distance out of the town while all of that is going on. Yeah. You make it with at an eye shot of immediate distance there. You look around, it feels pretty safe. There's like a gray wagon here and there. But you get out and you can kind of drop the focus and get some mental rest, so to speak, as opposed to concentrating on this. Not that you're concentrating, but just focusing on constantly moving this thing with you. How long can you stay in your wondrous form, Misfit?
I forget what the math is. I think a long time.
So technical. So technical.
I will double check that for you, but it's at least 4 hours.
Okay. So I have no immediate concern right now. We can check that. As you do leave, how far do you want to travel into the night, so to speak? By the time you leave, it's probably like 6 o'clock, we'll say.
I suppose for as long as Misfit can go.
But what if you can go through the night?
Can't go through the night. I'd have to take another nap.
I figured that. No, it's up to you guys. You can take, I think it's somewhere around 4 hours, if I recall, maybe a little bit longer.
Equal to half your druid level, rounded down.
Half your druid level.
I'm 9 currently.
4
So
hours.
4 hours.
About 4.
So about 10 o'clock at night. I would say by 10 o'clock at night, you are. This cart really is designed to be pulled by 2, not so much 1. I'm going to say you probably. Somewhere like around between these 2 points on the map. I'm going to make a circle. Of course, it won't center either. I can draw, I suppose. That makes more sense. Draw. Where am I drawing? Oh, there we go. Right about there.
Guys, we need to get a lighter cart if we're gonna keep doing this.
Oh, we need to get some horses.
I think we've tried the horses. Maybe we need like ghosts.
I don't think ghosts can pull a cart.
I feel bad feeding the wilderness horses constantly.
I wonder if we could get like some wood horses. Like, you know how Douglas did that whole conjured his horses. I wonder if we could do something similar, but more natural.
I mean, I can conjure horses, just not for very long.
How long can you conjure them for?
An hour per spell slot. So like 4 hours a day.
We might be able to do something about that.
I think we should hire a moose or a reindeer.
Clever idea.
We could certainly try. I don't suppose you know of any moose or reindeer in this area?
I do actually. I only see them once a year though.
I don't suppose that'd be this time of year.
It is getting close to Christmas. Kind of.
Christmas?
Yeah. That's when I see the reindeer.
Are you with that logic?
Really can't.
We're not on a very cold island. There aren't really summer moose. Meese.
course. All right. So what do you guys want to do as you make camp? Where do you want to off the side of the road? Anything specific?
Yeah, probably just off the side of the road.
Fire, no fire?
No, well, Serena will do some magic shenanigans for a heat source for cooking.
Oh, could I say we did actually no, never mind. I don't have the wild shapes for that. I was gonna say pass out a trace, but yeah.
Cats will just kind of look at you guys as you make your makeshift not fire.
She just like draws a rune on the ground and it begins to glow, and she'll like set a pot of water on top of it.
You know they have this thing called fire that does that too, right? And it's
Yes,
warm.
but this is one too.
Yeah, but you couldn't cook a marshmallow over that thing.
I know, right? Trina just has to do it the wizard way.
Well, we're being followed, so, or at the very least, we're being hunted. So,
Yeah.
Where's the charm? The atmosphere.
you don't think this is charming or atmospheric?
No.
I mean,
You drew a circle. I mean, it's a nice circle.
it's a really
Yes.
round circle. And it's very efficient, but it's not quite the same.
What am I going to do with all of you?
Make dinner for us?
That depends. Are you going to drink all the water before it's ready?
Are you gonna make a very unflavorful soup again?
That was just water.
We put at least a couple things in it. That's basically soup.
Maybe wait till it's ready this time.
No promises.
She like grabs a cup, fills it with some water, rubs her finger around the rim, and holds out some apple juice toward him. Yeah, drink that.
I drink it.
It's delightful. All right, to make dinners for the evening, anything specific you guys want to do, or rest through the night?
So we should do shifts like we didn't do last time.
We should do shifts.
There's no horse to take this time, okay? They weren't Casco.
There's just people to take.
There's always people to take.
We are on the
Thank for the
run.
raid thing.
Welcome.
Usual plan for Serena. So
I mean, you
Take
guys
last
got a lot of limbs.
While we're eating, I'm gonna be sitting next to Misfit, and I'm just gonna go, I'm sorry, okay? I get overwhelmed when a lot of people start asking me for things all at once, and the fastest way to get out of that is just to push them away. And that's why I did what I did.
It's okay. I forgive you. Next time you get overwhelmed, you know you have us to rely on, right?
More or less, yeah, I'll try to be better about that.
Give you a slap on the shoulder. He's grinning like ear to ear at your apology. Like he looks very happy about this.
It's been so long since I've just done something for being nice about it rather than being on a job for it, you know?
I have found quite a bit that what you put out into the world is what you receive back. And if you put kindness out, you get kindness back. And you make a lot of friends. Not always. I make a lot of enemies too. It's
50
you get what I'm
50.
saying. It's 50-50. But in a good way.
50 50 50 50 50 50 is better than a lot of other.
50-50 is good enough, my friend.
Sandra kind of looks to you. It's really true. You know, a lot of things happen, and all we can really do is our best. I made a bad decision once. Believe it or not, it's kind of embarrassing. I kind of got stuck in this strange deal with a hag, but
You know
I managed to find my way out.
I did the same thing. It happens to everybody, really.
Really?
I thought I was the only one.
What'd you bargain for? Must have been worth it.
As you say that, she just kind of looks. It's not important. The important thing is I'm okay.
Really, we're sitting around here eating campfire soup, and you're not going to share stories?
We don't have a campfire. Thank you very much. We have a
Campfire.
camp
We're
circle.
Hot circle.
We're
Hot
sitting
circle.
here around a hot circle. And you're not going to share stories while enjoying some soup.
We're gonna leave some mystery.
All right, tonight I will tell the tale of my hag incident.
Nope, misfit. We just finished a job. What is Tipsy Fox tradition? Truth or dare?
Truth or dare. Oh my god, we haven't played Truth or Dare in so long. How could I forget?
It's every time we finish a job.
Every time you finish a job, we play Truth or Dare.
We skipped last time, though.
All right, we'll make this short and sweet. Vel, you brought it up. You go first.
Okay, Serena, truth or dare?
Dare.
Dare. It's always hard to think of dares for you. I dare you to give Misfit a peck on the cheek.
Very well.
He doesn't even have a beak. How is she gonna peck me?
That's not what she meant. She'll give him a kiss on the cheek.
This is a really strange tradition.
We are very strange people.
No arguments there.
Howdy, Amelia. How about you? Truth or dare?
You look, Amelia is not here. She must have stepped outside.
All
She
right.
ran away.
Amy hates Truth or Dare, and she doesn't love us at all.
Yeah, Sandra, since we have you here, how about it? Truth or dare?
I try to avoid all guild affiliations for just such reasons. But really, continue on. This is very entertaining to watch.
Misfit, you just went? Actually, no, Serena just went.
We're running out of people. Alright, Misfit, truth or dare?
Truth.
Let's keep with the theme. Have you ever had a crush on someone?
That's mean.
I've crushed people before. Like physically. Is that what you mean?
No, but we'll go with that.
Okay. The last person I crushed.
Probably so.
I guess those plant guys.
It's your turn.
Okay, Vel. We're making a triangle.
All right.
Truth or dare.
What do you want me to say?
Really quickly, I need Marius to roll a D100 and Amelia to roll a perception.
Perception.
Got it.
What do you want me to say, boss? I owe you that much for today.
Oh, don't do what you think I would want.
Truth.
Tell me more about your aunt.
Ooh. Well, after I guess in a way my first memories are kind of her. Like I opened up my eyes and she was like looming over me and she had like this weird look in her eye. And then she got like really happy for some reason. It's weird to think that those feel like my first memories, considering like I'm pretty sure I was alive for a long time before that. Uh, uh, she always hated walking down the hallway, so she would always slightly levitate. And if you ever called her out on it, don't do that. I know from experience.
She sounds like a funny lady.
She's a bit quirky, but like very, very quick to explode when things don't go her way.
Cassandra will capitalize on this opportunity. What about you, Misfit? Any family?
He goes from very happy and like grinning, joking around. You see his face just kind of wither,
You just sink into you become dehydrated.
become dehydrated.
Something I said? You don't have to answer. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. My bear mom, River, always told me that my mother was the sky and my father was the sea. And I have an auntie too, and an uncle, and I just don't really know where they are right now.
Sure, they're okay.
I hope so. Though if we're going to Lenore, we might see my brothers too.
Are your brothers?
Yeah.
Are they adventurers too?
No, they're bears. Though they were very adventurous bears.
Looks a little bit confused, but also seems to accept your answer.
Hey, Cass, I never really got to apologize for this, but I'm really sorry that I missed that one night way back when. I really did want to go, but
She looks very red all of a sudden. Oh, I had completely forgotten about it. It's fine. You know, people get busy. I get it.
You know what? I'm feeling tired all of a sudden. I'm gonna go lie down in the cart.
my
Yeah,
friend was
right,
being
stop
eaten
once.
by a devil, so I had to go rescue him.
Okay. Oh, me any explanation?
I was hoping
However,
we'd run into each other again. Is all.
she just kind of smiles. Can't say I'm disappointed myself. At this point, Amy,
Yes.
you kind of walk off away from this silly tradition, which you still have a hard time understanding. Seems like much like a strange central or just a this group tradition. But you notice off in the sky, heading in your guys' direction, there is this blue light source. Probably a couple hundred feet up in the air, maybe a couple thousand feet away, but slowly heading towards you guys.
Ooh.
I'll peek my head back in. Hey, there's something bright in the sky
Right?
heading
Fair
this
enough.
way.
Sorry, I'll hop out and take a look.
I guess I will too.
As you guys look, it's really hard to see because it's a smaller object, like maybe the size of a ball.
I don't see it.
It's just blue. You just see the light source heading in your direction.
How far
Are
out is
you-
it?
A couple
you sure
thousand
that's
feet
not-
in closing.
Are you sure that's not just a star?
I mean,
No,
it's
that is
moving.
way too close.
I think
Stars-
stars get.
Stars move,
I
right?
think that's a bit close for a star.
No, that's definitely an airplane.
What?
What?
No, I think it's a zeppelin.
Now you're making up words too.
Serena's gonna send an eye up.
fine. It's closing on your direction rather quick, but as you get the eye, you probably get the eye a couple 100 feet away from you guys by the time it catches up to you. It is something on fire, blue fire, that is heading in your direction. Roll. I'll make you roll a perception check just to kind of like make up the details given the flames.
50.
I would say that's good enough. It appears to be a human head engulfed in blue flames flying in your direction.
Dad.
I don't know any disembodied heads.
Neither do I.
Looks
It
at
is from
Misfit.
Doug.
You
Yeah, Amelia, but you see Amelia physically pause for a second.
Weird adding.
what,
Red hat.
what
I'm gonna catch it.
what vibe is this blue giving you? He's an expert in blue.
All blues are an omen of good. I'm gonna catch the head.
As you get ready to catch the flying head. Sure, why not?
I'm gonna move away from the party a bit.
You know, Cass is like, should I be concerned?
I assume catching
Yes.
position.
Why don't you come over with me?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Yes. All right, so
Let's-
it begins to fly in towards you. Direct on course currently to strike Misfit. Does anyone have anything they want to do? Misfit's ready to catch.
Do you want a back brace or are you good?
Yeah, dude, brace me.
Okay, I'll brace him.
All right, so the two of you are there. What about you, Serena?
She's gonna make sure she's preparing for an explosion, so she wants to be like fireball distance away from the other two.
Fair. Their way. What about you, Maurice? You stay in the car. Are you in the cart right now, or are you
Yeah.
outside with the? So he doesn't kind of
What's
see
the
it coming.
weather like and what time of day?
It's nighttime, so it's like 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 because they're making dinner. Late dinner, but we make camp. It's actually a pretty nice day out for the moment.
Yeah, I
On the
was sitting
coast.
outside near the fire, kind of
Yeah.
turned to the
The
side where I
the
can
hot
still
circle.
read.
Our hot circle, yes. There's a magical rune because no one wanted to make a fire for Cass. So we cooked and are gathered around a hot rune on the ground.
No, we want to make us a fire. Serena doesn't want a fire.
Well, apparently the fire came to us, so our prayers have been answered.
Fire makes light. I was on board with her.
All right. So it continues in your direction. You kind of see this. Is there anything you want to do, Marius? Is this they say there's a flaming human head heading in the direction of you guys. You can see the light up, you just don't see the head.
I will fold my book close, get up and step over to the edge of a tree. If there's any kind of moonlight in the shadowed edge of it, and just be real still, so I disappear.
Yeah, you kind of get up from your spot, you step over to a tree, and you just kind of meld into the darkness and kind of fade. As it comes in, Misfit,
Yes.
roll a D100 while I grab a drink from behind me. This thing flies at you.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, double sevens.
Double sevens. Lucky sevens.
Lucky sevens, but one too many. Or one too few? I guess it depends how we look at this.
No, that's just 1-7. You're seeing double.
All right, so as you go to brace to catch it, it stops about 8 feet away from you. And it just floats.
Oh, well, now I just feel
Kind of
silly.
this slow burning blue fire. You notice that there's like a rune on the forehead and the eyes are kind of glowing with blue flames as well. But roll a history check.
Aw.
Do not recognize the head. The rest of you gather around now that it stopped.
No.
Okay, so you and Cass remain behind.
I think it could explode.
Anyone else want to check it out before it starts talking?
Yeah. Is there anything I would glean off of this?
If you want to get close enough to the point where you're within about 10 to 15 feet of Misfit.
I was behind him.
Oh, yeah, then you're fine. Roll a history check. Oh, it bounced and went back the right way. Vel, you recognize this head. It is the head of Valus, the rogue black skull agent that you guys had captured and brought over to this island. The one that got abducted from the jail.
Why do I recognize his skull, though?
Well, it's his whole head. It's not just the skull. Like his face, like the flesh is still on it.
I go to say something, catch the words in my throat, and just like.
Man, I wanted that.
And you just hear in this intimidating woman's voice, "You are hereby sentenced to death."
I look behind me at Vel. Look back towards the head. Sorry, who? Me?
It just kind of floats there.
Any reason in particular?
Guilty shall be punished.
Okay.
And then you just watch the head kind of glow brightly and burn up from heat.
Well,
however,
I'm gonna have.
As seemingly someone has sent you this message saying the hunt is on, I'm gonna need a couple of rolls here. Do we have anyone in chat that feels like rolling a D100 to see how much fun we get to go? Do you guys know who this message is from to make it fun, or not yet?
I know who it's from.
I know who it's from.
It's from the vampires.
Is it?
Yes.
They had Valus. Remember, you guys saw them.
They
the
interrogated him. Yeah. They want the gate shard.
Man, I might have to make you pick it, Misfit, if no one wants to roll one.
Could I have used some hit die on our journey here?
Yes, I would say you could have used them.
Okay.
Recover from all of your rocks and sticks.
Just in case.
Yeah. All right, boss.
No, we were trying to be quiet. Hit die roll.
Oh.
See.
You people were hurt. What happened?
Serena was in the middle of the explosion.
I just keep rolling ones. I just keep rolling ones on my hit die.
I got stabbed a lot. Let's say I'm gonna give this one to Vel.
Oh my god.
Is that good for us or is that good for them?
Roll a d6.
Me again.
Up to boss.
Right.
All right.
So good for him.
Misfit. Pick someone to roll a d10. We're gonna do a couple of these, so you can work with people if you want.
Marius, you do this one.
D100, you said?
D10.
D10.
Middle high.
We got 6. Another one.
Amy.
If you get something someone already got, you get a reroll. A 3. All right, next one.
Serena.
Six.
Reroll.
2.
Next.
I'll take one.
Ooh, 10. Next.
Bell.
5. And last one.
I'll give this one to Marius again. One more D10, sir.
I'll get to that in a little bit.
We have 6 dudes after us.
Hunt is on.
Hunt is on.
All right, so the head kind of burns up in a bright blaze of fire. Cass seems a little bit taken back. Like, this kind of stuff happened to you guys a lot. I mean, like, a lot of things have happened in this day alone. Like, this fills up like my last 10 years.
I point to my face. Yeah.
Oh, I was asking Amy.
Oh. Yep.
I'm hiding with Amy.
I feel like you know that story you said that the deal with the hag. They do that with trouble, but every day. You might be safer by yourself.
I don't know. I make really bad decisions. Like, a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah. I think this group lives in bad decisions.
Now?
3's gonna make her way over toward Cassandra.
Oh.
Just in case things go bad, she's gonna poke her with her staff and give her a mage armor.
Very nice.
It's not invulnerable, but it'll at the very least give you some protection.
Thank you very much.
Vel, thank you for the brace.
Mm-hmm.
Surely we will catch the next flaming head that somebody throws at us.
Yeesh.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
You still think that was a good blue?
Hopefully it's a fun blue.
So, I hate to say this, but I think we should move.
That's probably a good idea.
Want to get into clown territory? We're gonna have to fight vampires and clowns at the same time.
All we're missing is werewolves.
I'm basically a werewolf, if you think about it.
I'll make this map. Dude, you guys can roll some d6s, though. I'll tell you that much.
Right? So are we packing up or just gonna rough it out here?
Well, without the ability to pull the cart, we don't have much of a choice but to stay here.
Well, we could pull the cart. I could burn my last couple of spell slots on polymorph, and we can go another couple hours at least.
Moving at least an hour out would not be a bad idea.
I really wouldn't recommend moving at night, though. There's strange folk about.
Clowns in the woods.
No,
They're strange.
don't know who they are or what they're doing, but there's been rumors, and I've
We
seen
didn't hear that.
there's people that move about at night. I've seen them on the roads, in the woods. I don't know what they're up to, but it's not any good. I've heard some really bad things. Best not to move unless it's daylight.
I know last time I slept in the woods, I woke up in the cart, so I don't know.
I heard a group of carts in a caravan were discovered completely empty. All of the occupants gone, all their belongings left behind.
Let's hunker down, get some rest, get some watches.
I guess I shall take first watch.
Ooh, can I take watch? I've never taken watch before.
Sure.
She looks oddly happy to do this.
She's role playing, dude.
Can you guys wake me up for last watch?
Sure.
All right. So you guys begin your long rest for the evening. Amy and Cass will stay up for the first shift.
Yep.
Misfit and Serena will wake up for the second shift. Serena tends to wake up a little bit earlier anyways, but all right.
And then it'll be Serena and Misfit on the last.
Who would I end up sending this to? I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it to the blue one, Misfit.
Yes.
Like just as you fall asleep, you get a sending spell. Misfit, it's Serafina. I just wanted to warn you. They were able to break Vash and they know about you guys. They're called a hunt on you. Contact me soon. You're in danger. And then it cuts out.
Oh, we know. We got their flaming skull message. We'll be ready. Be in touch.
You get uneventful first watch. Serena, as you wake up or kind of get back up after 4 hours. Relatively quiet, but roll a d100.
22.
You don't sense anything nearby that really throws you off, but there's something about the woods just in general here that puts you in an uneasy state. You feel like there's things out there. You almost feel like you can feel things moving about, not like close by. Just a strange feeling you get. Kind of focus on your surroundings until a couple hours later when Misfit finally wakes up to join you on the second shift.
Misfit during meditation. Make sure to prepare a daylight spell.
Yeah,
Never know when
okay.
that will come in handy.
Anything you guys want to do before everybody else
Yeah,
wakes up?
she's just cautious, or she's just very cautious, on guard. Keeping a very close eye out for movement. Hand on her sword at basically all times.
An uneasy evening. But you find daybreak without issue. Let me long rest, you guys. Oh, happy days. All right. Serena probably starts another batch of that bland hot soup, Misfit.
Yummy.
Now we're down to more dried food supplies.
As I see you reaching for the pot, a dagger like lands by your hand in the ground. So I threw a dagger at you to stop you from drinking the hot water.
It's saved.
She like turns around, sees his hand. Misfit.
Huh?
I stopped your escapades.
My body moved without my knowledge.
All right, everyone, we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to try a summons, or do you want to pull it yourself?
I think we could probably use a second horse. Or a second warbounder.
Odds. Alright. So you focus on your thing, I'm going to try and help. Kalsto, for whatever spell Misfit is casting, she's going to try and attune to the weave and try and modify his spell to extend its duration.
I love when people mess with the weave. For a combination, this would require an Arcana check on your side and a Nature check on Misfit's side.
I'm going to be casting Summon Beast.
Just go with this.
Check for you.
Oh!
Unfortunately, you are too far out of sync.
Hold on. I forgot. I should have given him. Can I give him a bardic inspiration?
It would not work on a sync roll, so to say. You're already too far apart, though. You need to be close. It's not about being high or low necessarily. It's about being equal. So his spell still goes off. It just does not get the extra duration.
Unfortunate.
I will say that the horses are a little bit sparklier than normal. Okay. So you go ahead, you conjure. What are we making? A horse?
I am summoning a bestial spirit. I get to choose an environment, air, land, or water. I'm choosing land.
Sounds like
Creature
a good
resembles
idea.
an animal of your choice that is native to the chosen environment. Yeah, just a horse.
And thus a horse appears.
Pick a different spell. Can I get more horses? I can't.
While you guys are getting ready, who's hanging out near to Cass?
I would be.
So Amelia, we'll say she's kind of taking a liking to you anyways, as you guys tend to be around the same locations when weird stuff happens. As you're just kind of sitting there getting ready and everyone's having their rehydrated, dehydrated breakfasts and whatnot, you do watch as she pulls out this horn from her bag and you watch it fill with a liquid substance and she just starts drinking it.
Oh, that's handy.
I think you're right. This one, here, try some.
I'll try some.
It is a delicious dwarven ale, but not only is it a delicious dwarven ale, but it is ice cold out of the thing.
Ooh, that's real strong.
Don't worry. It'll keep you nice and warm throughout the day and nice and cool. Great that way.
So refilling alcohol horn.
I mean, it does more than that too, but I mean, what else do you need it to do?
Fair enough.
So I can have 2 horses for 6 hours, but it's going to be eaten through spell slots.
Cool.
I mean, we can attempt the sync each time.
Nah, we did our sync attempt for the day.
Oh, also, I forgot one other small piece of business we need to attend to, and I feel, Vel, you're the best person to make this roll. Now that he has been broken and tried, a punishment must be decided upon for the man who committed the crime.
Uh-oh.
Roll a d100 to determine the severity of Vash's punishment.
Uh-oh. Good luck.
A little 50.
He deserves it. All inspiration for him.
Dude, if you roll worse, you gotta keep it.
I know.
I don't know about that, man.
Oh well.
Not
I
much
will tell
worse.
you, at least from a standpoint, it's not much of a different effect at all.
Okay.
So nothing worse, nothing better. But a 50.
It might not be death penalty.
He's going to be put inside another gemstone forever.
I mean,
We're going to put him in another sword.
to be fair, if it was death penalty, that'd probably be kind of the best case scenario. He's already dead.
Well, you got to think about it, though. Death to you guys and death to them could be a whole lot more scary.
Live penalty. I'm calling it.
However, do keep this in mind. You guys have been sentenced to death purely for receiving the item he stole.
Mm.
Okay?
You know,
So you are
our best course of action: get across the river. Unless there's special vampires, we should be fine.
Well, we save from the vampires if we do that. The non-vampiric minions will still be after us, but they'll be significantly less lethal.
would they though?
Yeah, that is an assumption.
I'm assuming that whatever thralls these vampires have are probably not more powerful than they are. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't be thralls.
You need
Well-
to throw when you have money.
You have to remember. Well, that's a very good point. Your vampires have a lot of money, but you also
Money
have to
only
remember
gets you
one
so-
thing: not every vampire needs to be stronger than the people that work for the family. Just the strongest vampire. And there's also a piece. I don't think did you share the piece of knowledge Vel imparted regarding the head of the family?
Not in character, but I might have mentioned it outside. He is the head of the Thieves Guild of Karis.
No,
Mhm.
he's the head of the Thieves Guild,
Yeah, Thieves Guild all
like
over the
all
world.
of Northern Arcadia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thieves Guild. Period.
Mm-hmm.
He might have like a couple of counterparts like on different continents, but like this continent is his.
Yep.
And you haven't met that one yet. That's the current. So Seraphina's oldest brother is the acting lord of the Blackwoods.
Mm-hmm.
They have a father that is still alive. That is the head of the Thieves Guild.
I just hope he likes wine too much.
I need to get a CR3 bear ASAP.
I mean, you could always pray for a CR. Who knows what might happen? You guys also can contact Seraphina to find out more about the vampires and what threats you may face, though. How, unfortunately, sending is kind of a difficult way. If only there was a way to communicate more openly. But we'll have to make do with what we have. But at least you do get some feeling of safety from the daylight. You know that at least works in your favor, regardless if it's whatever Cass told you about or whatever you know lurks out there.
The vampiric minions won't be after us. The non-vampiric minions, on the other hand,
You do know they have a pack of wolves.
well, fortunately for us, wolves are not that interested in money, and Misfit is very good at befriending animals.
The werewolves, though, are servants, Blackwoods. So they really don't care about money so much. Just that's what their job.
I mean, we can be friends with them, but they still
Thankfully-
have a master.
You did lose the tail that you had on you. So the kid that was following you, whether or not it was for all of them or just a couple of them, you did manage to lose him during the whole scary time. Dreams the day Vel got her arm.
Out of random curiosity, Nobel, what's the price range of a silver sword?
In the back of the cart.
You have some.
It's a long sword, but yeah, whatever.
Oh, Dustin had a big. Oh wait, that's in Lou's bag.
How much does one cost?
Guess it depends on the quality you're looking for.
Would you say it is sub 60 gold pieces?
It would really depend on where you can find one. Or
Ignoring
procure one.
standard market, she's not actually planning on buying.
So
Curious for other reasons.
the issue with silver swords is they're very difficult to make in a good quality because it's very soft material, and so it has to be kind of tempered with a little bit of other material, and it's really hard to get right. It's really hard to say. You could buy a more basic version, but it might not be the best quality. And
I'm asking for my performance of creation.
Oh, as far as making like a good quality one or a crappy quality one? You can make a lower tier one.
I think normally it's price of item plus 100 gold. I think.
For what? No, my ability allows me to create any non-magic item as long as it fits within the size and cost requirements. Which is why I'm inquiring as to how much one is.
Could be.
Yep, no, he's right.
Price of item plus 100 gold.
Yeah, so if you're making a short sword, for example, what kind of sword do you want to make? Long or short?
She'd probably go for a short. So she's not actually like smithing one.
No, I know you're conjuring one.
Okay.
Which would be a plated silver sword.
Yeah, so it would be the total cost of one of those would be 110 gold pieces from a conjuration standpoint.
That's out of the range.
You might be able to do a dagger, so it's 100 gold over whatever the base cost of an item is. So a short sword, 10 gold.
I can only conjure up to 60 gold.
Oh yeah, it'd be a little bit harder to do, unfortunately.
Would I be able to do a blade that is edged with silver?
I think that is the silvered swords.
Yeah, if you want, basically, in order to have it to be effective enough to gain the effect of it being silvered, it's basically 100.
Okay.
But as you gain levels, though, that goes up, yeah?
Yes. It's equal to like 20 times my bard level, I want to say.
Didn't you get some from, what's it, Mr. Paranoid Man? His name's slipping my mind?
Oh,
Pardon?
like Oscar, but not Oscar.
God, what was his name?
Quaid?
Quaid, yeah. Quaid gave you some stuff, I recall.
Yeah, we have silver arrows and 2 silver long swords.
Mm-hmm.
I would have taken a silver rapier. I think, unless I forgot to say that.
You would have one, so you were there. That's fine.
Yep.
But yeah, so that would be the limit of your silver at the moment.
Okay.
What is your plan for the day? You got 6 hours of travel with Misfit's current plan, unless you do it a different way.
I think it's time for travel.
Well, 6 hours with 2 horses, and then I can pull single the rest of the way. However long.
Gotcha.
I'll be right back.
Travel 6 plus you doing what, 8? 12? What's your total capacity? You have 2 or 3 shapes.
I have 3, including Bruce's, but I need a 1-hour nap, and I can get both of them back, and then I can go for 4 hours per shape. With 1 rest, I can go basically a full day.
So you could go 6. You could summon horses for 6 hours. It almost, honestly, would probably be better to pull it, then summon the horses while you rest, and then turn back.
Yeah.
Because if you run the whole time, or a majority of the time, you're still going to get really, really tired from pulling a cart. So you definitely have the time frame to make within a day. Roll a D100 to see how effective we are from a speed standpoint as we swap in, swap out, tie up new things, get tired. Okay, it's not too bad. So as you guys travel, not too bad. You make your path on the way there. Um, at some point during the day, I only do it with Serena. Oh damn it! I can't do it. I can't do it because someone else is there. It doesn't work. No. All right. I can't use vampire power shenanigans. It has upsides and downsides for you guys. This is just unfortunately one of those downside times. Yeah.
Yep.
You could contact Seraphina if you want.
She
did
can't
say she
contact
did
us.
say keep in touch, Misfit.
Yeah, I can send her a message when I'm resting.
Sure. Give me a coffin ring.
Hi, Seraphina. We're just getting into the Honeywood soon. Can you give any more info on the hunt?
Hey, Misfit. I'm writing you a note now. Be on the lookout. Best of luck.
Splendid.
You kind of wait, and you're not 100% sure about 37 minutes later, because I can pick totally random ass times. Why not? As you're coming down the road, you just see this floating scroll appear in front of you as the cart is heading towards it.
Grab it as we pass by.
Sure. Reach up and grab it. You look at it. As you open it, it does throw you off, and you're able to pick it up pretty quick. You're fairly confident this is written in some sort of blood. Just gonna hopefully be happy and assume it's not like someone else's blood. Maybe she used her own blood or something else. But apparently the spell called for it. More or less, she explains to you that Vash had finally been broken down and had kind of, they're able to derive the information about the rest of you, and that he had basically sent you guys this item, even against his will. However, she does note in detail that her brother, who's basically opened up this charge to recall this thing, apparently hunting you guys down is of the utmost importance. And so 6 of her brothers, or 6 of the male family members of the generation her brothers are in, have been tasked to hunt you down, with the winner gaining a very specific prize, which she's not necessarily aware of, but more to motivate them. She does detail out and note the 6 brothers who are currently after you. So, would you like to know who is currently after you before we pause here for the night?
Yes, please.
Okay, pick a number if you want, and I can tell you who's associated with it. Or we could just go straight down the list, up to you.
Let's go down the line.
She has
All right.
10 brothers.
So, number 6 is the first one. Leopold Blackwood. She details out his special ability. Apparently possesses the power to manipulate energy. He can absorb, store, and unleash energy, either in the form of offensive blast or forming protective barriers. He is also a wizard. Very good one. Number 3, the strongest of her brothers, Victor Blackwood. Remember the guy that threw the orc that killed Vash through the wall?
Oh, that wasn't Zool.
Nope. Much bigger. That was this guy. He basically is extremely strong, extremely impervious to damage, and it's very, very violent. Number 2, Adrian Blackwood, second oldest son, has the ability to phase himself and other things and people in and out of his own dimension, more or less, fully or partially. Cross-trained fighter and does have some magical capabilities as well. Number 10. You got one of the sisters' husbands.
Mm.
Let's see. Actually, no. Number 10 is the best one of all. Number 10 is a fiance of Seraphina.
Ooh,
So she's hunting you too.
he'll be nice to us.
His name is Thaddeus. He has a strange ability to like open these conduits through different worlds and summon strange entities from all sorts of different dimensions, in a various manner of different ways. He can shift himself through these planes and discover many facts. He's basically got a lot of ethereal powers in manipulation. Number 5. Also, Thaddeus is not specifically a Blackwood. He just married a Blackwood. Or is marrying a Blackwood. Number 5. Nikolai Blackwood possesses the ability of blood manipulation, allowing him to control the blood flow of living beings, either healing or causing harm, depending on his intentions. And last but not least, number 9. Darius Dracul, a noble from a different family that has been engaged to one of the Lord's daughters. Specifically has the ability to manipulate gravity, control fields and forces, move objects, individuals around. Yeah, you can gather. It's pretty annoying.
What's the name on that one more time?
That was Darius Dracul
Darius.
from a different vampire family. Totally arranged marriage, though.
What was the name of the phasing guy?
The phasing guy was Adrian Blackwood.
Then the first one, Leopold?
Leopold.
How do you spell that?
But these are the ones who have been individually tasked to hunt you for a prize. Unfortunately, given the limitation of her letter, though, she is not able to derive or give you any information regarding what happened to Vash, or she may not know. But she does give you the information regarding the brothers that hunt you and what they potentially do.
I'm going to show it to the others. Well, they should be fun.
That was
Number
I wasn't really here for them.
Well, number
Send
5.
those.
Blood manipulation, huh? Sucks to be you guys.
5 and 6 seem like a problem.
Right, well, you have blood. It may not move much, but that doesn't mean it's not bad.
Okay, gonna be honest. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 feel like a problem.
You don't have 4, just 2, 3, and 5, and 6. You guys got very, very lucky on your D10 rolls in some regards. You definitely didn't want 1. You definitely didn't want 4. 7 is actually not too bad. 7 was Maximilian. That's the one with the super long range.
The one who's let us get away.
Yeah, and had you tracked. One of the twins. Although he could be really annoying to fight too. But yeah, you missed him. You missed the oldest brother himself. You missed a different brother who's really, really annoying. So be glad you didn't get him. And then the other person you could have potentially hit to was Cyrus, the wizard that Serena had interacted. So, as you guys continue to travel southward, you make pretty good time. Not much of any issues. As you kind of go into the evening hours, as you get closer to the Forest of Honeywood, where Misfit used to play, see off in the distance, covering the width of the road, this makeshift city, the appearance of a large carnival. And that is where we'll pick up on Friday.
Ooh.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, I
Hooray.
can't ask what we're doing on Friday because we're doing this again since we wrapped up
Yep.
last Friday.
We finished our 6-year campaign, so we're taking a few weeks off that as we finalize our details for our second campaign for Friday, which will be launching. We'll put something in the Discord for those of you who are in there, or we'll announce on a game. But we'll probably be doing double ups for a couple of weeks. We might do a couple of one shots from the Friday campaign, depending what we feel up to doing. We might even get a Kate one shot in here that Kate might run.
TP Kate running one?
Yeah, I think there is
Maybe.
a historical event we need to go and visit and see how that works out. So we'll keep you guys up to date. But other than that, we'll be running on Tuesdays and Fridays for the foreseeable future. And yeah, that's it for us.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Appreciate it very much. If you'd like to catch up on any of the replays or other campaigns, you can do so on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follows, shares appreciated. We just hit 101 on YouTube, which I know isn't anything for a real YouTuber, but I thought it was kind of cool. So appreciate all
it's
y'all
a start,
for
man.
doing that. And if you'll hang on through the credits, I'll find us someone to raid, and have a great rest of your week. Night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Everyone.
Good night.
Buddy.
I'll be right back.